Welcome to the Decent Trivia Podcast, episode 1576, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. Who was the first African American to win an Academy Award for an acting role? Hattie McDaniel. By what nickname was boxer John L. Sullivan also known as? The Boston Strong Boy. Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull were born in which U.S. state? South Dakota. What ABC TV star is the great-grandson of a billionaire oilman? Balthazar Getty. On what saint's day in 1572 did Catherine de Medicis have 3,000 Protestants killed in Paris? St. Bartholomew's Day. What European capital lies at the mouth of the Liffey River? Dublin. Who played the alien high commander in the TV show Third Rock from the Sun? John Lithgow. What kind of wine takes its name from the Spanish town of Jerez, where it is made? Sherry. What country's commercial airport codes all begin with the letter Y? Canada. If you've booked flights to Vancouver, YVR, Ottawa, YO, or Montreal, UL, you may have noticed a consistent theme. Nuclear membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus are parts of a what? Cell. What actor plays M. Gustav in the movie The Grand Budapest Hotel? Ralph Fiennes. What mountain is nicknamed the Savage Mountain? K2. In the 1996 movie, what kind of animal shares Joe's apartment with him? Cockroaches. What was the biggest downfall of flash photography in the late 1800s? Flash powder explosion. The wandering species of what bird has the longest wingspan in nature? Albatross. Which U.S. city does the 2004 film Crash depict? Los Angeles. In which football league does the team Rigas FS compete in? Answer Latvian League. The Simi Valley is located in which U.S. state? California. What structure in the back of the brain governs motor control? Cerebellum. Which two popular movie stars were in the 1988 movie Mississippi Burning? Gene Hackman and Willem Dafoe. What British holiday is celebrated on December 26th? Boxing Day. What musical instrument's name means bells playing in German? Glockenspiel. Who was famous for saying, "That's telling like it is"? Howard Cosell. How many scents can the human nose detect? More than 1 trillion. What woman's name is on the Declaration of Independence? Mary Catherine Goddard. She didn't sign the document. However, Baltimore in Maryland, printed by Mary Catherine Goddard, can be found at the bottom of the second copy. Where is the deepest land gorge in the U.S.? Along the border of eastern Oregon, eastern Washington, and western Idaho. What musical won a record-breaking 12 Tony Awards? The Producers. A nilometer measures the level of what? The River Nile. In 1993, Indigenous Australians won the right to claim land lost to whom 200 years ago? European colonists. What is the capital of Liechtenstein? Vaduz. Who directed Out of Sight? Steven Soderbergh. What style of beer is used to make a black velvet cocktail? Stout. In what state was the TV show BJ and the Bear set? Georgia. The alcoholic beverage poteen originates from which country? Ireland. What century did John Milton write the epic poem Paradise Lost? 17th century. What band got their name from the 1960s film Barbarella? Duran Duran. The Benz patent motor wagon, widely regarded as the world's first automobile, was first built in what year? 1885. In what sport with animals do you find coursing? Greyhound racing. What TV show did The Law and Harry McGraw spin off from? Murder, She Wrote. What are there 270 of in the average human baby, but only 206 in an adult? Bones. What novel begins with the words, Marley was dead? A Christmas Carol. What scientist's book laid the foundations for classical mechanics? Isaac Newton. What role did James Dean play in the movie Rebel Without a Cause? Jim Stark. What does the abbreviation DVD stand for? Digital Versatile Disc. What is the name of the part of your back you cannot reach? Acnestus. What color was Oscar the Grouch before he was green? Orange. James Bay forms the southern end of what larger bay? Hudson Bay. Who did Luke write the book of Acts to? Theophilus. What kind of pet sounds are actually heard at the end of the Beach Boys album of that name? Dogs barking? What literary work inspired Dream Theater's Pull Me Under song? Hamlet. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.